And the final step is actually the presentation. So now when it's time for lights, camera, action, you need to deliver, right? You need to deliver. And the easiest way to deliver with confidence is to be yourself, right? There's all sorts of misconceptions about people who connect. You have to be charismatic, or you have to be confident, don't make any mistakes. Just be yourself. Authenticity wins all the time because people can really connect to you, as one. And two, it's a lot of hard work trying to be somebody else. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, it's hard work being somebody else. You know? And that person is already taken anyway, so you can't really do a good job of it when you try to be someone else. So whether you are an extrovert who's bubbly, be yourself. Or you're an introvert who really is just calm, be yourself. The easiest way when you're delivering is please be yourself. We want to see who you are at the end of the day. It's really hard work not being yourself. And some little tips now, we're going to do some exercises. Please, could you please all stand up? We're going to do some exercises. So 3 quick tips about actually presenting in front of people, okay? We'll do 1 voice, 1 posture, and 1 movement exercise, okay? So for voice, a number of things. You don't want to sound nasal. Unless you normally just sound nasal, which is you, so that's fine. You also don't want to sound like you are struggling from your throat. So a few key things before you get up to present, just do some breathing, some deep breathing exercise. And so let's put your hand on your tummy and let's have a big deep breath in and out. So we're going to do something different on the next breath. When we breathe in, when we breathe out with your voice, okay? Breathe in and out. That's where your voice is supposed to come from. So if you practice that a little bit just before you go on it, breathe in, breathe out. That's where your voice should come from. It's like, hello. That's really deep there. My son's singing teacher says it should come from your pancake. Apparently your diaphragm is around there. Come from your pancake. So breathe in again and out. Great. So that's just to relax your voice and to make sure you're bringing it out from inside and not struggling with it on your throat. Number 2 is your posture. Let's shake out our shoulders and feel a little bit more relaxed. So when you're presenting, it's important that you have body language that is open, because it makes the people that you're presenting to feel a lot more comfortable. If I'm here and I'm like this, first of all, it's very easy to trip. I'm not balanced. It's easy to trip over yourself. Closing your hands in front of you just makes you feel highly inaccessible. If I'm like this, it's easy to be perceived as cocky and, oh gosh, overconfident. It's easy. Your hands in front of you just makes you feel highly inaccessible. If I'm like this, it's easy to be perceived as cocky and, oh gosh, overconfident, and some people just disconnect just by seeing that, and they won't go past what you are looking like to even listen to anything that you have to say. So having open body language is important. And sometimes if it's a presentation, feel free to, not like use your hands, but to have your hands in front of you, to keep your legs fairly open, not so shoulder width is fine, it's comfortable. To just make sure that you are stable on your feet and you are reducing your chances of tripping, but also that you are conveying accessibility. People want to be able to connect with you, you should look welcoming. That's what we're trying to go for. So shake around your shoulders, shake it off. And so now, when we do our breathing, I would like you to put your hands in front of you as you do your breathing and take your voice out, okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. Yes. So if you are giving an example, it could be as simple as, Example number one, yeah, your hands are just in front of you. Example number one, make sure you're feeling like somebody can easily come and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for your talk. You know, if you're like this, nobody's coming to say thank you for your talk. So just have some free, open body language, okay? Then when it comes to movement, what we don't want is fidgety movement. It unnerves the people that you're presenting to when you're like all over and really, if you look uncomfortable, everybody will be uncomfortable, right? So what we are looking for is like slow, rhythmic motion. It's fine to use all of the stage because it makes the person on that side feel like I'm talking to them and the person on the other side feel like I'm talking to them. And it matters that within your conversation you can stop and really connect to some people who are in the audience. If it's a big conference room that you really can't see the people, pick 3 points. 1 point over there that you can look at, 1 point over here and 1 point over there, because it makes people feel like everybody's covered and that you're connected. So just some really slow movement. Let's practice. We're going to take where you feel comfortable. 3 steps this way, nice and it can be slowly. So 1, 2, 3. Stop. Breathe in, out, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and out. Are you feeling tense? Yeah. Exactly. And that's how your presentation should be. Don't feel tense. It's really about us trying to get to know you. And so be as comfortable as possible and make your movements as comfortable as possible. And look great. At the end of the day, it matters. So look great, make sure that you're really feeling confident, okay? And that's it from me. That's how you